this later. Okay, so let me also share my presentation. And this presentation is very important because whatever that I'm going to share with all of you guys, it's actually years of experience. From the last 16 years, I'm actually working on this particular brand called Amezcua. And I'm very, very fortunate to be part of QNet, to be part of this particular brand called Amezcua. By the end of my session, you will know why I am so passionate about sharing about these products. Okay, so let's dive in. My name is Dr. Shafi Sheikh, as I mentioned, 16 years with QNet, but my passion is all about how we can enhance our health and wellness. Talking about health and wellness, okay, WHO reports, if you actually read and everything, it says that in the past decade or maybe past 20, 30 years, the modern medicine has evolved and actually able to extend our life up to 80 to 90 years. But the problem is, once you touch 40 years, 50 years of your age, many chronic problems will start to come into your body, isn't it? By the time you hit 60, 70, you have a huge medical record, and also you will have a lot of dependency on the medicines, the pharma. Okay, so having all of those things to keep you alive is one thing. The second thing is, how about you maintain or you take self care in your own control and use certain natural wellness solutions and take control of your wellness so that you can be energetic. You can actually be full of wellness, irrespective of your age. Even at 70, you can feel like you are 30 or 40. Okay. So, with open mind, just listen to me, go through my sharing first. Then, if you have any questions, we will take some time to, take a few questions from the audience. Okay. So if you look at the world today, 75% of adults report symptoms of stress. That includes headaches, tiredness, sleeping problems, whatnot. People today have biggest problem of energy crisis. Many of us, general problem that we all see is that we are not feeling that energy. We are not having the energy what it's supposed to have. And one in every four workers globally experience burnout. That means we are having a big problem of energy burnout nowadays. Do you know why? It's simply because we are failing to understand how we get unwell. Would you be interested to know how we get unwell? If you know that how you are getting unwell, it makes your job very easy to understand how to prevent it, isn't it? That means if you know, oh, this is how I am getting ill, this is the process how anybody actually can get illness, okay, or disease. So I'm going to share a secret. These are the four different stages of us getting unwell. This is the very important slide that explains why you need a mesqua in your life. Okay, number one, whenever we get unwell, okay, that's actually stage 4. In this particular slide, what you're looking at is people having symptoms, people having problem in their health. That means you're not at ease. Dis-ease means you're not at ease. Okay, when you're at ease means you're absolutely okay, you are able to do your day-to-day activities, you don't have any pain, you don't have any obstruction or any kind of problem in what you're supposed to do. But here you are in dis-ease. That stage of you feeling uneasiness or pain or some kind of a problem is already marked as stage 4 of you getting unwell. That means you have full-blown symptoms of a particular disease. And that stage 4, it didn't happen overnight. Take a classic example of somebody getting diabetes. Do you think that person's pancreas stopped working, or the insulin that is produced by the pancreas was not functioning or not able to deliver what it's supposed to deliver overnight? Do you think that person's body underwent into diabetic condition, or the symptom of it's a collection of symptoms, right, called diabetes overnight? No, it would have happened years before. It would have happened 5 years before or 10 years before. So this is where you need to understand how we get unwell. There are four important stages of you getting unwell. If you are able to understand each stage and which particular area of science, which particular expertise can address that problem, you are in control, or you can take care of the appropriate solution, appropriate getaway. Yeah. So first stage of us getting unwell starts from a very important thing in our cells called biophotonic emission. What is biophoton? Photon simply means light. We all know that photon in physics called light. But if it is coming out of a living cell, it is called biophoton. Bio refers to life. So in our body, we have trillions of cells. Each and every cell got a DNA in the center of it. That particular DNA strand is actually emitting a weak, ultra weak light that comes out. In a healthy system or a healthy organ, in a healthy tissue, this emission of light supposed to be very, very uniform, supposed to be coherent, supposed to be symmetric, supposed to have some kind of a uniformity. But stage one of you getting unwell, that particular tissue, that particular organ, or that particular system will start to show unevenness, start to show incoherence. Now, the question is, are you able to see this incoherence with your naked eye? The answer is no. That's the reason why you are not aware of it. And then it goes to the second stage. The second stage is where our body's defense mechanism, which is not the immunity which is present inside, I'm talking about the energetic defense system called biofield. Every human being or every living organism is having a physical body that you can touch and feel, and there is an extension that is actually coming out from our body in the form of energy. That energy field is scientifically proven and it is termed as human biofield. This biofield extends to certain feet. It depends on your health status, depends on your energetic state of mind, so many things. But this energy field gets compromised in stage two, and this stage two again you cannot see with your naked eye. But there are today sophisticated devices that can measure your biofield, that can tell you that probable areas where you can get some kind of impairment or some kind of disease in the coming years or near future by testing through certain sophisticated devices like BioWell, for example. Okay, so say stage two is where your energy body gets compromised. And if you get unnoticed, that means if you're actually not bothered about taking any action at stage two, then only it goes to the cell level. Then only it affects your cells. That means right now, the disease has gone into the cells. So inside the cells, we have so many things. So there is biochemical changes. There will be changes in the blood count, or certain parameters can go up and down, hormones, enzymes, there are peptides, there are so many markers will start to show abnormality. That's the reason why when you give blood in the laboratory at stage 3, you can spot, or you can see there are some markers which are going off, the normal level. So that is where stage 3 is actually positioned. And then if you don't treat it at stage 3 or don't take any action, then it leads to the full blown disease. Now, if you look at below these stages, there are the explanations of the stages, and then below that there are the areas or expertise of the medicine which helps to counter. For example, stage 1 can be answered by quantum medicine. Stage 2 can be answered by energy medicine. Stage 3 is by supplements or herbal therapy, or all these nutrition. For example, so many antioxidants, so many supplements are available for us today in the market. They all address the problems that are happening at stage 3. And then finally, when you don't have any option, you have full-blown disease, the primary function of the Western drugs are suppressing the symptoms. Are you actually at the stage 4, when you take any kind of medication, or you take any kind of pharmaceutical drug? This drug is basically arresting the symptom or suppressing the symptom. Is it actually answering the root causes? Unfortunately, no. That's the reason why we have got a brand that can answer the question. It's actually designed to function at stage 1 and stage 2. It is actually combination of quantum medicine and energy medicine, whereby using these products can help, okay, either to slow down the progression of the disease or prevent or stop at a certain stage, okay, in not to progress, or it can arrest. So you are actually in the area of prevention, not in the area of cure. Okay, with the modern medicines you can claim cure, you can claim treatment, you can claim what not. Okay, but when you come to the category called Amezcua, I'm going to share. Amezcua is 16 years old, or actually we are entered into 17th year this August 2023. We already stepped into our 17th year with the brand, and we have introduced our products way back in 2006 with the biodisc, first generation of biodisc. And then the following year, 2007, we have introduced chi pendant. These two products were, you can say, game changers in the wellness industry. Today we have the latest generations, like how iPhone today has iPhone 15. Similarly, we have the latest generations of the biodisc, which is biodisc 3, which was launched in 2018, and we have chi pendant 4, which was launched in 2021. What we do at Amezcua is that we harness the natural elements which are absolute critical for our survival. You name it, water. Without water, anybody can survive? Definitely no. Air, that means when I talk about air, it's not the breathing air that I'm referring to, it's the environment where you are living. Today, you interact with environment. If environment has pollution, your body reacts. If your environment have EMF, the electromagnetic fields, it will affect you. Your environment is hot, humid, it affects you. So the environment where you are living in is in constant touch, or it can say that your biofield is in constant touch with the environment that you're living in. And the third one is light. So we are harnessing the natural elements, and we have developed, with the help of scientific innovations, some amazing products that I have already shown you. But I'm actually going to play the brand video first before we unleash, or we can actually go one by one of these natural elements. Let's watch our brand video together.
We believe that a holistic approach to wellness is the key to a better life. Combining multidimensional aspects of wellness that embrace scientific methods with alternative therapies is allowing people to improve their understanding of what it means to be healthy, to reconnect to the rhythms of nature, and find their equilibrium. At Amezcua, we have been studying the science behind these rhythms, dedicated to harnessing nature's energy by understanding its natural patterns and wavelengths. All things are connected. Amezcua's breakthrough technology utilizes nature's geometry and wave patterns by creating usable and wearable products that realign molecular structures in the body. Our research has found that these products convert potentially harmful frequencies into beneficial energy. Or Qi. Amezcua is committed to developing products that work in harmony with nature and with a holistic lifestyle. We're dedicated to helping you reach your optimum physical and mental well-being and improve your quality of life.
Science of nature is what our mission statement of Amezcua, and we are going to start by talking about the first element, which is environment. Our environment is filled with frequencies or stimuli, okay, from electromagnetic fields, which we collectively call electrosmog, to nature's frequencies, are natural frequencies that are integral part of our Earth atmosphere. Okay, so in order to understand what is the difference between these frequencies, whether frequencies does it have any kind of effect on our body, do you guys think that the frequencies have effect on our body? I'm going to actually show you an experiment that explains how frequencies can impact shape, structure, okay, formation. So this video explains what is the significance of frequencies, because today we are using mobile phones. These mobile phones uses electromagnetic fields, and these electromagnetic fields are radio frequencies. Everything is vibration. So this video will explain to you very important. Okay, so as you have seen in the video, there are shapes that are formed by giving specific frequencies. So similarly, our environment today is actually filled with a lot of unwanted frequencies. These unwanted frequencies can be harmful to our biofield. For example, when we have tested our biofield against 30 minutes of wireless radiation, and we have clearly seen the biofield getting distorted. As you see, before and after, the biofield was taken of a person who is subjected to 30 minutes of wireless radiation. Okay, as the video demonstrated, there are certain frequencies which gives you very uniformity, very beautiful structure or shape. Similarly, there are frequencies which are not, in favor of your functionality of your body. That means it gives negative side effects. So that's the reason why in this video, in this slide, you can clearly see how biofield is getting distorted. And mobile phone usage, it is clearly demonstrated by Environmental Health Trust in USA. In 2017, they have demonstrated that mobile phone usage by kids is very dangerous. When a kid speaks on the phone by placing it on the left side of the ear for 17 minutes, actually you can see that the area of the brain, that local rise of temperature that is happening, is around 70%. The area of the brain, the local rise of temperature is 70%. Adults, 30% of the brain getting hot after a 17 minutes call. All these things are directly or indirectly part and parcel of our life, isn't it? Today, who is not using mobile phone? Who is not using wireless technology? So the $1 million question that we all have, whether today you are on 4G network, whether you are on 5G network, do you know What is 5G network? 5G network is basically 100 times faster than the 4G network that today currently we are using. And the infrastructure is totally different. 4G network uses big cell phone towers. The distance between each cell phone tower is like a kilometer to a mile, but 5G uses small antennas, and the distance between each is only 60 meters. That means every other home in your vicinity, in your township, is going to have a 5G cell phone antenna. Okay, that means there will be millions of antennas. There will be huge amount of 5G blanketed radiation on top of the earth, and also satellites also going to beam. So how to live energized in this wireless world, knowing that we cannot give up on our wireless devices, we cannot run away from the technology, we have to embrace it, because without technology today, your jobs are not secure, your life, your jobs depend on them, your majority of the communication today, even this particular training is happening on technology, right? Without this technology, you are not able to see me, hear me, see my slides, understand the concept. So how can we protect ourselves? How can we make sure that we are still in this era, in this environment, in this kind of wireless revolution, adapting or accepting it, but to be protected? Okay, so I have, okay, four important self-care strategies to deal with our environmental stressors. It is not possible just by one measure. It is a collective of these four important steps. Then only you can achieve balance. Okay, it is not possible just by, okay, only one thing you do it and you get rid of it. No. Okay, so what are these four self-care strategies? Number one, you need to believe that there is a real danger from your mobile phones, from the wireless technologies. How you can do that? By measuring exposure. That means you need to believe that mobile phone radiation is bad to you. Okay, there are guidelines that says that more than this particular level, if your mobile phone is emitting power density, it is bad. And you test it, you know that, whoa, it's actually way above the safe limit. When you know that there is danger, then you can take precautions, right? So step number two, when you measure it, when you know it, it's actually exposure is beyond the safe limit, you take measures to reduce that exposure. Number three, practice earthing. That means connect yourself to earth. The mother earth has amazing frequencies. You can actually use your own body to be connected with the earth. I will explain to you what is the earthing mechanism. The next step number four is use scientifically validated protective devices, wellness solutions. Okay, so you can rely on these four important steps, and then you can achieve some kind of a balance, protective this thing out of environmental stressors. So let's dive into the first one. Know your exposure. How to know that your mobile phone is dangerous, right? So there are meters. Okay, unfortunately, I'm not going to show you right now because of the testing and all this stuff requires time. But what I can do is, in our chat, I'm actually going to leave one link where you can check out this video anytime. Okay, this video is where I have tested different types of mobile phones, whether it's iPhone, Samsung phone, all this stuff, and the exposure is way above the safe limit. Okay, so what is the safe limit of our mobile phone supposed to be? If you look at the yellow band, 5.8 milliwatts per square meter. Most of our phones, almost 100% of our phones today, they are above this threshold of 5.8 milliwatts per square meter. And that is the truth. You can check your mobile phones when they are connected to a call, the radiation levels are increasing tremendously. Sometimes it goes beyond 1,800, 2,400 milliwatts per square meter. Imagine 5.8 is your cutoff, and your mobile phone is emitting 2,400 milliwatts per square meter. So I have made a lot of videos on my Wellness Wave channel. Wellness Wave YouTube channel is what the link that I've shared. In this particular channel, you can see there are shots where I tested the Wi-Fi router, where I tested the mobile phones, the radiation that is coming out. definitely the radiation coming from these wireless devices, including the AirPods. Many of you think that these wireless headphones that you're using are safe. But when we tested with these devices, they are also above the threshold, above the normal levels, allowed levels. So that means when you're putting the headphones or earpods, which are wireless, okay, you are basically carrying your mobile phone continuously here, continuously in your ears, close to the brain, which is not at all advisable. Okay, now come to when you know that there is exposure is real, when there is danger is very obvious, you need to take some measures. You need to practice distance. That means when you are on a call, use speaker or use wired connections. Wired connections are safer, okay, at a lower sound levels, because of the decibels also can damage you. So you need to be maintaining the volume a bit low. But wired connections are no EMF, they are very very safe compared to using AirPods. Okay, when you're not using the internet, use airplane mode. In the night, turn off Wi-Fi. These are all very commonly, you can find these solutions everywhere. Okay, now comes to earthing. What is earthing or grounding? Many of you would have felt static electric discharge. What do you mean by that? A common man may not understand static electricity burst out, or static electricity discharge. But many instances that, okay, when you are actually using or holding the mobile phone while charging, or holding the laptop or typing the laptop when it is connected to charger, your body stores electricity. And suddenly when you are actually out at the lift and you're trying to touch the button, suddenly there is electric shock for a split, very very minute split of a second. There is an electric discharge that burst out. Or in your mall, when you are going to take the cut, the metal, suddenly when it touch the metal part of it, you get electric shock. This is discharge of your stored electricity in your body. Remember, your body is 70% water, and this water can store electricity. That's the reason why you are a conductor. So when you're holding electronic devices while they are charging, your body also carries the electricity and it can store the electricity. And this static electricity needs to be discharged. Which is the best way to discharge is earthing. What is earthing? Remove your shoe, socks with the bare foot. Find a place which is ground level, and you go out onto the soil or a green park or any kind of a area which is safer, nothing that can harm your feet, and then stay on that particular place or soil or earth, on top of the earth, and think or imagine that your roots are growing from your soil or feet into the soil. Like you can just imagine that you are connecting with the earth. This will allow to discharge all those static electricity that is built up in your body for several months or weeks or years. And this practice, you can do it once in a month or once in a week. So if you have a habit of going out and walking in a park, don't walk or run on the concrete track. Find a way to walk on the lush green earth, okay, without any kind of shoe or socks. That is what is connecting back to the earth. Okay, this is proven to be very very energizing for your body, also discharging your static electricity. Now I am coming to the fourth scientifically proven wellness solutions from Amezcua. We have got in 2007 the first solution in the form of cheap pendant. Today we have the fourth generation, which can even combat 5G radiation. Cheap pendant 4, Amezcua cheap pendant 4. It is a scientifically validated wellness solution that you can wear it on your body, and it has got frequencies that can naturally enhance your brain functioning, enhance your brain activity, so that your biofield is stronger. It can protect your body from the dangers of electromagnetic stress or electromagnetic fields surrounding you or your environment, which are present in your environment. Okay, so what is cheap pendant 4? What is inside this cheap pendant 4? Cheap pendant 4 has got technology which is called Amezcua resonance technology, whereby a plate is energized and it's actually kept inside the pendant, and that will emit frequencies for the next 30 years minimum. Okay, it can go beyond 30 years, but not less than 30 years. And this chip or plate, whatever that you can call, that is the main heart of chip and 4. And this chip and 4 works for 30 years. That's a very, very important thing, is that very long shelf life. And 3 years and above, anybody can use it. That means about 3 years of age, up to 12 years, kids can use for 6 hours a day. After 13 years, up to any age group, you can use 16 to 18 hours a day. That means you can wear it. The only time you remove it is three occasions. One is swimming, showering, sleeping. These three times you need to remove the cheap pendant. The rest of the occasions you can wear it. That means you can wear, you can study, you can wear, you can travel, you can wear, you can go for walking, you can wear, and you can do all your day-to-day activities. While sleeping, remove. While showering, you remove. While swimming, you remove. Now, talking about what is inside the pendant that I mentioned, the first one is art. This art chip is made of copper alloy, okay, copper, bromium, and other two metals, which makes up the composition of this plate. It is energized using resonance. Law of resonance. It's very easy to understand, but I have a video that will explain what is resonance in my next slide. So this chip is activated in USA by law of resonance, meaning it will be bombarded with natural frequencies over a period of time, where it becomes a emitter or a modulator, okay, over a period of time. And then you also have flower of life design, and also you have octagon shaped alloy. So these three are the main features of Amezcua chip and 4. Talking about law of resonance, watch this video. I'm going to play this video twice. Okay, first time I will just ask you to focus and see what do you understand, and then I'm actually going to play again and explain what it is. Okay, so let's watch this video first. Okay, lovely. So I'm going to restart right now, but I'm going to explain to you what happened actually here. There are two tuning forks that professor is holding. One is stationary with two ping pong balls, actually are the two sides of the forks. Okay, tuning fork has got two prongs, right? The two balls are actually very lightweight and they are hanging on top of the two prongs. Okay, then the one that is professor is holding, it resonates or it emits 512 hertz frequency of sound. When you tap it, the frequency that is coming out is 512. But the one which is resting with the ping pong balls on the two prongs is 440 hertz. 440 hertz is the frequency of the stationary one. So when the first time 512 hertz was activated, which are not in touch, the two tuning forks were not in touch. Okay, so watch what happened. Hit right. So here nothing happened. When 512 was oscillated, 440, nothing happened. Okay, but you see now what happens. Okay, so continue with now 440 is actually being. So when 440, that means the same type of tuning fork was vibrated, even though it is not in touch. Very, very important thing is, even though it is not in touch, it was able to vibrate the one which is stationary. This is called law of resonance. Exactly the same way, chip pendant has the chip that emits natural frequencies, which your brain can understand. Brain can pick up that particular frequency and function to its best ability. And that's the reason why our brain is considered as one of the innate intelligence holding organ. That means it has got its own intelligence to identify between man-made frequencies and natural frequencies. When you give natural frequencies, your brain rejuvenate, and it actually improve its function. And when it is given man-made frequencies like electromagnetic frequencies, like from mobile phones and all these kind of modern technological devices, this EMF, this binging of electronics, all of these things our brain cannot comprehend, cannot understand, and it undergoes stress. So cheap and 4 is a phenomenal solution, is a scientifically validated solution to protect our body from all of this. So what happens when somebody wears a cheap and 4 around their neck? Okay, the place where you're supposed to wear is here. That means when you wear it on top of your sternum, which is the lower end of your heart, the sternum bone, that's where our heart chakra lies. Okay, that means we have 7 meridians. The center part of your heart, okay, has got a meridian or the energy center, which is called heart chakra. From there, your brain is directly connected energetically. That means there is a direct passage of anything that you give to your heart chakra can go to your brain. So you are wearing this chi pendant here. Okay, so the frequencies are given to heart chakra or heart energy meridian point, and from there it travels to your brain, and your brain can improve its function. So what are the benefits after you start to wear this pendant? Okay, it increases your energy levels. You will have a strong biofield. That means your biofield will become strengthened. Your physical performance, you will start to see when you push your limits, you will see that you have more energy to spend. In a normal scenario, day-to-day scenario, if where you are not exerting that much of energy, or you're not spending that much of energy, you may not see the functionality of the chi pendant that much, because you're not even utilizing the available energy in your body. But there are days where you push your limits. There are days where you, for example, that's why those people who exercise, those people who are physically active, they can see the difference of wearing a chi pendant very, very fast. So I always ask the people who want to try out chi pendant, try it on a treadmill, or try it going up and down of the stairs. For example, treadmill, you take, do 10 minutes of an activity at a certain speed of your comfort, okay, and then you know how much you are exhausted in a 10 minutes of activity, whether it's running, whether it's speed jogging or walking, doesn't matter. But you know how much you're exerted, right? How much you're tired, or you're feeling, that kind of a gasping and all this stuff. Then take a break, wear a cheap pendant, and you do the same activity again. What you notice is that at the end of the 10 minutes, you still have more energy to do. That means you can go 15 minutes, you can go 20 minutes. You will not feel the same kind of tiredness before. You will have more energy to spend. And this is because your body stores energy in your peripherals. When you wear the chi pendant, all those energy also come into action. That's called pooling of energy. When you pool your energy, that means you rely on the energy which is reserved. You will have more physical performance. And chi pendant, when you wear 16 to 18 hours during your daytime, is sufficient to give you better sleep. You no need to wear during your sleep. You no need to wear the pendant while you are sleeping. The day 16 to 18 hours that you use is sufficient to give your brain enough, okay, frequencies, so that you can rest very well while you are sleeping. Okay, you can remove the chi pendant and go to bed. And when you're traveling, you won't feel jet lag, and it boosts your immune system indirectly, and it promotes brainwave coherence. And certain frequencies from chip and 4 also activates positivity and creativity. It can activate positivity and creativity in your brain. So chip and 4 has multiple benefits. You can see for yourself what kind of benefits you can get out of cheap pendant. You can try and you can see what kind of benefits you will get out of this huge list. Okay, some people may take some very quickly results, some people may take a little bit of time, depends on your body type, energy, and all this stuff. So various occasions where you can use the product, where you're not supposed to use the product are mentioned here. Sleep, shower, swimming, do not use. Why swimming and showering you're not advised to wear cheap pendant? Because the chemicals which are present in the water can damage the design on top of the cheap pendant. That's the reason why we are not allowing, or we are not advising you to go and shower with the pendant on or swim with the pendant on. This design on top of it has got a function in our life. Okay, so this design on the octagon has got, it represents resilience and connectedness. So this will fade off. That means the geometric function will not be there anymore. And to clean the pendant, use a wet cloth or a wet tissue, wipe it off, and use a dry tissue to dry it off. Okay, and various occasions that you can use the cheap pendant is given here: while you're meditating, while you're traveling, as a fashion jewelry, also while you are performing or talking or functioning in front of, or doing any activity in front of the computers or wireless technology, you can use that. That's about the environmental element. Okay, environmental factors. Now comes to the second most important element, which is water in our body. Without water we cannot survive, right? In certain places in this world, you can find the water the best in nature. For example, Nomizo Notaki waterfall in Japan, which is close to Tokyo. The water here, if you drink, if you have problems with your joint pains, if you have arthritis, if you have any kind of pains in your body, if you just take shower, drink this water of a few days, you will find a lot of relaxation. You will actually have fantastic energy levels after consuming this water. But today, our water, where in our homes you have taps, we buy water from supermarkets, all these waters don't have the similar kind of benefits as compared to natural waters. Why? What do you think is missing? Because today our water, whatever that we are drinking today, we know that water is part of our life. Water is actually 70% of our body, but today we are ignoring the water consumption to a level where it is actually very, very threatening. Many lifestyle problems are actually because of the food that we are eating, the drinks that we are consuming, and the lifestyle that we are leading. That means we are not sleeping on time, we are not actually having enough sleep, we have more stress in our life, we have more, we have made our own self responsible for a lot of things. Now, for example, coming to water, today, if I offer your kid, okay, that means if you have a, say, 6-year-old kid or 10-year-old kid today, when he's thirsty, I put in front of him three options. Number one, a plain glass of drinking water. Number two, a healthy beetroot juice or some kind of a, grass or this vegetable juice, which is very healthy. Number three, chilled Coke, chilled can of Coke or a Pepsi. Which drink your kid will prefer? Most of you will say a chilled can of Coke. You know why? That much we are brainwashed. That much we are brainwashed that these sodas actually quench thirst. Okay, it actually, if you drink a can of soda, that is giving you happiness, that is quenching your thirst. But in reality, it has got high amount of sugar. One can of the soda that we are talking about, irrespective of what brand, it has got 40 to 70 grams of sugar, which exceeds your daily consumption of sugar by 3 times. 25 grams is what you require, but it has got 45 grams to 70 grams in one can. And you drink multiple a day or multiple in a week. The amount of acidic compounds, the dangerous compounds that is adding to your body, your blood, your system, if you want to remove it from one can, what it is adding to your blood, to your body, you need 32 glasses of plain water to get rid of all of those dangerous acidic compounds. When I say dangerous, they're really dangerous over a period of time, not overnight, but when they accumulate in your blood, that can cause severe acidosis. So here, the simple comparison is 1 can of soda requires 32 glasses of water to flush the dangerous compounds that is adding to your blood. Okay, now water is so essential, was proven by various scientists. Amongst them Dr. Alexis Carrel is number one scientist who won Nobel Prize in 1912. He has conducted an experiment on a living chicken, a live chicken. He took the heart of a living chicken, a live chicken, kept in the fridge or kept in the lab alive for 34 years. And then after 34 years, he made life out of one heart cell. That means he created a chicken in the laboratory outside of chicken's body in the petri dish. That's what test tube baby is all about. So he created life in the petri dish, in vitro embryology, what we call. He's the father of in vitro embryology. Today, if couples are not able to get kids, for example, they go for IVF. It is because of this gentleman's research. Okay, that's why he got the Nobel Prize. And what he says, the reason why he succeeded in his experiment is that he was bathing these heart cells of the chicken every day in fresh water, and the life gets prolonged for 1 day. Every day he uses fresh water to bathe these chicken heart cells, and the life gets prolonged. And he says our cell design is immortal. It is designed to be immortal. So who is killing our cells today? It is merely the fluid in which we need to replace on a regular interval, give something to feed on, and there is oxygen, it will survive. Our life may go on forever. That is what is the statement. And he says that water is so essential. Do you all agree with me that water is so essential? If water is so essential, my simple question, straightforward question is, what is the best form of water? If water is so essential, let's understand what is the best water in this world that we should be consuming every day. Is it the tap water that today available in our homes? Is it the water bottles that we buy in the supermarket? Or is it rainwater today which is the best water? Or is it something which is found in nature? Natural spring water or the mountain spring water, the water which is found in nature, it has scientifically proven that it has got a beautiful structure. That means the water molecules, when they are frozen and they were coming back to water, that means liquid form, from the frozen drop coming back to liquid form, it shows a beautiful arrangement like a snowflake, like a beautiful hexagonal crystal. This is the structure that is observed in all mountain spring waters, are the best spring waters across the world. Some of them is Makkah, Zamzam water. Some of them, the pictures what you are looking at here is from the Japan, the Tokyo, waterfall that I showed you earlier. Some of them are from Ganges, water from Ganga in Himalayas of India. So like that. But today, our water doesn't show the same kind of activity. It doesn't show the same kind of structure. This structure is distorted because of chemicals. Number one, we add in the reservoir huge amount of chlorine. The amount of chlorine that is being added to our water is too much, and 50 other chemicals are also being added. So there is chemical distortion and there is mechanical stress through pipelines. Our water doesn't come directly from river to your home. You have pipelines, you have motor pumps generating a lot of electrical vibrations given to the water. So there is mechanical stress, there is chemical distortion leading to total destruction of the structure. But my question is, would you be interested to drink this kind of water if it is available to you? The question is, if it is available to you, would you be interested to drink this kind of structured water every day? If your answer is yes, how can you get it every day? I have only found three options. Number one, pack your bags and go to nearest mountain spring. Pack your bags, relocate to your nearest mountain spring available, and nobody can stop you from drinking structured water every single day. isn't it? Or if you have money, you can actually spend on the waters like Evian or Fiji. Okay, Evian or Fiji, they claim that the water that they are using is directly from the mountain spring or the natural spring waters, and this water has the similar kind of properties, but you have to pay premium price from $3 to $5 US. If you are having a family of five and everybody drinks 3 liters every day, you are spending literally $1,000 US to only cater the water needs. Are you willing to spend that kind of money? Good luck to you. Or the third option, after several years of research, way back in 2006, QNet through Amezcua has launched a solution. Today, it has got the best third version of the solution, which is Amezcua Biodisc 3. Amezcua Biodisc 3 is a solution where if you are looking for unlimited amount of structured water preparation at home, you have this product as a solution. A disc which is made of minerals and crystals, which has got the energy field that can transform your ordinary water structure into structured water, similar to how mountain spring waters have got the hexagonal crystal Biodisc 3. It is the water structuring device. All my drinking water, okay, I was actually having sip of water, was sitting on the biodisc. Okay, and this water, what I was consuming, it is structured similar to how the mountain spring waters were having. Okay, and let's have the beauty video first. Okay, so when you energize the water and you consume it, what happens in your body is that this structured water has got a memory to our cell wall. That means our cell walls can understand the structured water, allow them to come inside. That means when you're drinking ordinary water, your hydration that is happening inside your cells may not be 100%. Okay, that means you are drinking water every day, but you think that your cells are enjoying it. Unfortunately, half of it is staying in between cells, creating bloating effect, floating effect, or retention in your body. Whereas structured water has got affinity to your cell wall to enter inside, so that when water is entering inside, it also, that means your blood is 99% water, it also carries all the nutrition, whatever that you're taking, effectively into the cells, and your cells can generate a lot of energy inside your mitochondria. That means your mitochondria can fire energy, okay, compared to not using the structured water. In the case of biodisc water, it will be very, very high. And after there is a energy cycle, there's a lot of metabolic waste products. This metabolic waste products will be removed effectively from your cells. This is called detoxification of your cells. See, detoxification is very, very important in our body. We are literally today taking antibiotics, taking a lot of pharmaceutical formulations, and these medicines have only 20% active drug, 80% inactive compounds. These inactive compounds put a lot of pressure, a lot of you can say that filtering responsibility on our liver and kidney, so that they get bombarded with a lot of toxins. The liver is full of toxins today. Okay, it has to clear all of those toxins. But if you drink structured water, you have got an advantage of detoxifying your cells. And when your cells are detoxified, when your cells have very good energy levels, you will find that your immune system is also very, very healthy. And your biodisc is a multi-purpose disc. I will show you how you can use the biodisc in 15 different ways, 15 different occasions. Before that, as I promised you, structured water with the biodisc. Okay, and we are also going to see how tap water looks like under the microscope in this video. The evidence from IHM Institute, Japan. IHM Institute is a well-known institute in Japan which conducts water testing for more than 70 years now. Okay, and you can test tap water, and then the same tap water is used or energized on the biodisc, and you can see the difference in the structure, difference in the alignment, the structure of the energized water on the biodisc 3. The same tap water is beautifully structurized. This water has affinity towards our cell walls absorption. That means our cells can absorb this water effectively and also detoxifies effectively. So we are talking about the biodisc, a beautiful structurizing device. Now you're going to see various ways that you can use biodisc in your day-to-day life. Number one, you can place a glass of water on top of it to energize like this. You can actually keep a glass of water on top of it as a structuring device for 15 minutes. 1 liter of water can be energized. If 2 liters, you double up 30 minutes. If it is 3 liters, 45 minutes. Okay. You can also pour it. When you pour the water touching the disc and collect into another glass, instantly the water gets energized. That means you can pour the water touching the glass and it is collected into another empty glass. This one, water going through the energy field of the biodisc instantly energizes the water. So there are multiple ways how to energize the water on the biodisc. Number one, place it as a coaster. When you use it for water, you can also energize other liquids, correct? Other liquids like juice, for example, you can also energize. I'm not going to talk about other juices like evening juices. Okay, we call it here mango juices. You understand what I mean? Okay, late nights, right? So those ones also get energized, but we are not going to talk about it here. You can energize medication. You can energize your fruits, vegetables, whatever that you eat. You can also energize your food by placing around the food area, and also in between your laptop and your body. If you place the biodisc, it also help to neutralize the radiation that is actually attacking your body or harmonizing this environment. You can also put it in the refrigerator. Okay, because you are from Africa, majority of you can understand avocado fruit, right? Avocado fruit, when you pluck it from the tree and you put it on the table, like an open dining table in your house, within 24 hours it becomes spotted and supple. That means the hardness of the avocado becomes soft. But if you put in the refrigerator, in a normal refrigerator, 4 days to 7 days is what we can observe that the avocado is still fresh. But when somebody tested by placing the biodisc next to it, the testimony that we have received, 1 month, after 1 month, it is still hard and fresh. Okay, no need to even think about 1 month. Okay, even if it is double the time, extends its shelf life of a fruit or a vegetable, of a tomato or an apple, or a meat or milk, anything that you store in your refrigerator, it is extending shelf life. Your body is 70% water. Just imagine if this 70% water in your body becomes structured and the shelf life extension is happening. That means it is able to, okay, counter oxidation. It is able to counter aging. you are actually on the correct path of self-care. You can also wash your fruits and vegetables with this energized biodisc water. You can also put it on your face. You can put it on all your personal care products, whether it's shampoo, your makeup, your facial cream, anything that you apply on your skin can also be energized directly by placing on the biodisc for a few minutes, like 15 minutes. You leave it and you apply. The absorption is different from directly from the bottle. You can also use in a device that is called BioLite 3. Very soon, in next few minutes, I'm going to talk about this amazing product called BioLite 3. But the BioDisc 3, it is an amazing device when you combine with the third element called BioLite. Okay, I'm going to come to it in very, very soon. And you can carry the BioDisc in your pocket because your body is 70% water. Your body becomes structured over a period of time. And then you have more energy levels. When it is affecting human beings positively, it will also affect pets, animals, fishes, plants. So you can use the biodisc energized water even for plants. Understand? And for plants, a simple test that you can do. Take two plants, or you just take two vessels with the soil, and you germinate the seeds. That means you sow the seeds, and one you give structured water from the biodisc, one you give tap water. The same tap water is energized in the first case, but biodisc energized. The other one is directly from the tap. You see the growth of these two plants over a period of month. You will be astonished to know, to see, to witness the amount of beautiful energy that you can see in the plant, the growth that you can see in the plant, the level of the so many things that represents life can be seen, represents wellness can be seen in the plant that is given structured water. The same thing will also happen to your body when you consume it. Now I'm coming to the last product, which is light. The third element that is very important for our life is light. Without light, there is no life. You know that sunlight is so important. Today, we are not even going and seeing the sunrise. Okay, in all traditions, irrespective of what religion you are, there is mention of sunlight exposure, especially in the morning. Okay, but today we are actually lazy, we have tight schedules and all this stuff. We are deprived of, or actually we are not going much into the sunlight, or we are going at later part of the days, not in the mornings, right? And we are most of the time we are in the cars, we are closed enclosures. And the light, importance of light is something very, very important to understand. Biophotons, these are the light, the weak light that is coming out of our cells, essential for cell communication, cell energy increase, and also it represents a state of health. I told you before, right? So if you want to stay on top of the game, you can get this product called BioLite, which opens its front lid. Okay, basically when you take this product and you take out the front lid, there is a space where you can fit the biodisc inside, and you can close the lid on the top, and this device emits light and color. You have red light coming in when you turn on the device, and when you touch, it turns into green color. Then another time it turns into blue. Then the final one, it turns into white. There are 4 different colors that are coming out of the BioLite. Each color has a different benefit. As you see in the video, there are 4 different colors. So each color has different benefit. If you use red color on your body, where you have pain, swelling, inflammation, or you want to reduce or improve healing, for example, after a surgery, you want to recover faster. Okay, your stitches need to recover faster, your area needs to regenerate cells faster. Use the red color. Okay, then you have green color to activate your liver. If you want to detox your liver, green color is the best color. And also green color relieves stress from your liver and from your body, and also boost your immune system. Blue color is very good for calming your nerves and also anti-inflammation. It also helps you with the sleep. You can use blue color light in the night. In the torch mode, there is a controlling speed control option also, where you can convert into torch mode, not the spinning mode, but torch mode. You can use torch mode with blue color for better sleep. And then the last color, which is white, which is good to maintain your energy levels of your day-to-day life. So you have 4 colors. And the beauty of the BioLite is that there are 7 LEDs. Now you can see that there are 7 LEDs. 6 are emitting the light. The center one is not emitting any color, but it is emitting near infrared. Near infrared is 850 nanometers non-visible. That means you cannot see this. It's an invisible light of red color, near infrared, which is proven to be improving the blood circulation and removing toxins from that area where you have pain, and it is beneficial with skin repair. So you are using whichever color, whether it's red color, green color, blue or white, the center LED is always emitting near infrared. So BioLite has got so many benefits when it comes to healing, when it comes to your day-to-day life. So let's watch how to use this product. Whatever that I said is actually summarized into video.
Experiencing stiff neck or muscle pain? Get instant relief with the Amezcua BioLite 3. Specially designed to be used with the Amezcua BioDisc 3, the device uses biophoton light therapy that comes in 4 colors, each with a different healing property. The infrared light is always on to relieve pain, improve blood circulation, and aid in skin repair. The red light helps elevate moods, activate hormones, and promote cell regeneration. The green light energizes your food for nutrient stimulation, detoxes your body, and helps relieve stress. Whereas the blue light improves sleep, calms nerves, and increases metabolism. BioLite 3's white lights also help to improve and balance energy levels by increasing positive vibrations and purifying your surroundings, resulting in greater peace of mind. The device is eco-friendly and power efficient. There are 3 speeds for you to choose from: fast mode, slow mode, and torch mode. Don't worry, it's completely UV-free and easy to use. All you need to do is place the BioDisc 3 inside the BioLite 3 compartment with the convex surface facing up. Secure the cover and press the on-off sensor for 5 to 7 seconds to activate the device. To change the color of the light according to your needs, touch the on-off sensor. Shine the light on the body area that's hurting for 15 minutes per session. We recommend using this product 3 to 4 times a day for better results. Unleash the full power of the light with Amezcua BioLite 3.
Here it's very important to stop and just touch the last part of it, because BioLite 3 is not advisable to shine directly into the eyes. Okay, if somebody is pregnant, not on the developing fetus, that means stomach area. If metal implants on the bones or joints, on that area is not advisable. If somebody is having brain tumor, malignant brain tumor on the head, it is not advisable. Also, if somebody is having epileptic seizures, you are not supposed to shine it on the head. And people with pacemakers avoid shining on the heart. These are a few locations where you're not supposed to use it. And our product, very strictly, it is not meant to cure any disease. It is wellness product. Okay, now come to the last segment, which is our scientific advisory board members, our scientific research. What makes Amezcua products very unique is that it is backed by real science, and we have some of the top scientists backing Amezcua products. After they have conducted independent studies, they have found that our products are superior quality, superior in what it promises to deliver. Okay, and Dr. Bebe Rubik is our scientific advisory board from USA, Professor Dr. Konstantin Krotko from St. Petersburg, and we have recent addition of Professor Abaidun from Nigeria, from Covenant University Vice Chancellor. So if you actually look at what is the importance of science or peer-reviewed journals for Amezcua products.
QNet is committed to bringing only the best state-of-the-art wellness products into the marketplace. QNet also provides appropriate scientific testing to demonstrate product effectiveness by employing pioneering independent scientists such as myself to study the products and publish peer-reviewed study reports, so everyone can rely on these products with peer-reviewed science backing them up.
So, as you know, that cheap pendant was tested by Dr. Beverly Rubik in her laboratory on the dark field microscopy. This video is quite popular.
Let me show you the test results today from a person who was...
whereby the experiment was conducted.
A typical blood picture. This is what wireless communication radiation, including 5G, does to our blood.
So wait, in this particular thing, what you are looking at, this particular image that you are looking at is the effect of 5G mobile phone radiation on our blood picture. The blood cells are in the formation of groups, which is called Rayleigh formation, meaning they cannot perform individually. The energy is very, very low. After giving the same person cheap pendant, okay, for 1 hour, after wearing 1 hour, after wearing the cheap pendant 1 hour, the same person's blood was separated like this. This is a clear demonstration of how energy, how cheap pendant energy can separate our blood cells so that you can have better immune system. So the comparison between both is so obvious. With the mobile phone in the pocket while wearing the cheap pendant 4, the blood picture has changed. That clearly gives you a lot of confidence that cheap pendant is helping us. Okay, and the same thing confirmed by the human clinical studies that were conducted in Bion Institute in Slovenia. In Slovenia, there are clinical research studies were conducted on human beings against mobile phone radiation, against wireless radiation. Okay, all these studies are available for you to download on our microsite called www.amezcua.com, and you click Science of the Amezcua. The tab is called Science. You can download every single journal that is published on Biodisc, on cheap pendant, on all of our products that are here, okay, that we are talking about today. So these are all peer-reviewed, published journals. In the water journal also, Biodisc was tested, compared with competitors in the market, which also claim that it structures the water. And Biodisc stood the test and won the first place. That means it is the best structurizing device, was tested, and it is published in the water journal. Okay. So at the end of my session, I want to clearly say that none of our products claim cure. None of our products claim any kind of cure, but they improve quality of life. That's what is real meaning of wellness. You can follow us on our Instagram with Amezcua official handle, or also on Facebook, Amezcua Worldwide. You can find a lot of resources for you to understand the science of Amezcua, also how to use the products, and also there are live sessions that are conducted by me, and also a lot of scientific videos also you can find on our social media pages. With this, I come to an end for our presentation. I would like to take a few questions before I wrap up. We have 104 people actually in the call. Okay, I took a little bit longer, but it was very important for all of you to understand the effectiveness of Amezcua products. These are not just normal products. Okay, these products backed by science, these products have a lot of value to our life. That's why I took extra time of yours, but I made sure that you understood, like, the basic concept of each product, whether it's a cheap pendant, whether it's a Biodisc or BioLite. Okay, if you want to ask questions, you can raise your hand. There is a reaction option where you can raise your hand. I will unmute your microphone. I will give you option to unmute, and then you can ask your question. Yeah, we have Coach Sifo Jiva. Yeah, Njiva, is it? Yeah, I have given you access.
That
Sifo.
Thank you.
Yeah, Coach Sifo.
That was a very good. That was a very good pronunciation. Thank you very much for the smooth delivery and a very clear and informative session. Really appreciate it. I once presented to a certain scientist who then wanted any about our products? For instance, Chipendant, is there any document that he would view to confirm the tests and all that? I'm not sure
Exactly.
whether we have such.
As I just explained to you, www.amezcua.com, it's our microsite, has a tab called Science Archive. Okay, Science. When you click that, you can download all the publications that we have, all the clinical studies that we have. Okay, even though they are not tested on like huge population, but they are tested on the sample size which is considered clinically validated. Okay, and these are tested in the reputed laboratories across Europe, across USA, across various parts of the world. So you can always download all of these files and you can share with the scientists that you're talking about. Okay, thank you so much. Yep. Shabala, is it correct?
Yes, Shabalala.
Shabalala. Okay, please go ahead with your question. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the presentation. Thank you so much. It was short and sweet, considering the 3 products that you presented with. So I just wanted to know, with the BioLite, right?
Okay.
How fast the pain relief can be. Like, if maybe I have a headache and then I just obviously use it to relieve my pain instead of using pills, of course, then how fast is the pain relief?
Okay, it really depends on what kind of pain that you have. For example, if it is a acute pain of a injury, for example, you have fallen down, there is a bruise on your knee, and you are using the red color and shining it, maybe 1 or 2 sessions can relieve the pain. But if it is somebody having arthritis pain, or somebody is having metabolic disorder like rheumatoid arthritis or RF factor, autoimmune disease where there is prolonged chronic inflammation, may take longer period of time. It can be a few weeks to months, like 3 to 6 months, to see some kind of relief in case of arthritis, because those kind of situations have arisen over a period of several years. Whereas an injury or a headache that happened because of a small change that has happened in your system, or a temporary acute condition, that's what we call. So you can shine the light and see the difference very fast in acute conditions, whereas in chronic conditions may take longer period of time. It's very, very subjective, but you can try and see for yourself. Okay, your camera frozen. Hopefully you got my answer. Yeah, let me go quickly to Loshni. Yes, you can unmute right now, Loshni.
Thank you, Dr. Shafi. That was amazing. I really enjoyed the session. Lots of good information that we can share with people that ask us all these questions. Firstly, the presentation you did, I wonder if we can get the recording, because I was taking notes, but
I already recorded the full session. It will be shared with your uplines. So you will have all this entire presentation is recorded. So you will have a copy of it from your uplines. And there are various other resources also where you can get my videos. One of the resources is the Wellness Wave YouTube channel, where you can actually, I just put it for the sake of everybody's this thing. The channel name is called The Wellness Wave. Here you will find all different types of videos, how to use it, whether Amezcua is real, whether Amezcua scientific research is valid. All of those kind of videos, you can find it on this particular channel called the Wellness Wave. You can easily search for it and you will see this channel too, and you can get access to all the videos which are there. Yes.
Thank you. My second question is, you mentioned the convex surface being up on the light. But when it comes to placing the glass of water or anything else, must it also be convex up?
Yeah, concave. That means you are actually putting the convex on top of the table, and then you can put it on top of it. It doesn't matter even if you put it like this, it will still energize. But the problem is your glass surface is actually like it can wobble, it can come off the disc. Okay, try to understand that this product has an energy like all directions, like a globe, like in all directions. Doesn't really matter which side. Even if you place the biodisc like this next to it, it will energize. All you need is close contact. And this is like giving vibration to the water molecules without contact. It doesn't require contact. Okay, yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Roxana, you're next. Yeah, please ask your question.
Hi, thank you, Dr. Shafi, for your wonderful presentation.
Thank you.
I have a question. Sorry. For example, are there any limitations to the materials that we can use? Like, for example, a steel flask? Is that still fine?
Absolutely no issue. You can use glass, you can use plastic, you can use copper, you can use stainless steel. It doesn't really matter what is the material of your, the container. The energy can pass through any kind of material. This energy can even pass through the wall as well. Like Wi-Fi can pass through the wall. Even the energy of the biodisk can also pass through the wall. The material really doesn't matter. Sorry, I'll just give you one more opportunity to unmute. You're okay? You got the answer? Yep.
Sorry, one more question. If you let the water flow over the biodisk, does it depend on the speed, or is it fine if it's slow? Or
absolutely okay. If you are pouring the water, you can pour it. You can pour it with a medium speed is good enough. You don't need to pour super fast. You don't need to pour slow, medium, like general, whatever speed that you can pour it is absolutely fine. But there is also opportunity for you to supercharge, meaning you pour the water once, collect that water, pour it again. You can pour it 2 or 3 times. You can even pour 6 times. Why you can use this number of times charging is because when you are healthy, you can use 3 times charged. When you are sick, especially when you have cold, fever, flu, you can energize 6 times. And when you are really, really sick and you are unable to get out of the bed or you're hospitalized, you can charge 10 times as well. Okay, I can actually share one of the simple method that you can actually use to energize multiple times charging without much effort. Okay, I can show you with your permission a very simple, easy technique. It requires 2 similar kind of mugs or jugs, what we call like water containers, and 1 strainer. If you know, strainer is a very simple device that you can actually buy it in any supermarket. What you can do is, let me play that video for all of you to see it. I'll just share my screen. Just hold on. Yeah. Let me quickly share. Yeah. Here. As you can see in this video, there are 2 containers were taken. There are 2 containers were taken with the strainer on, and there is a biodisk which is kept, in the strainer, and the water from jug A or the container A is poured onto the second one, but it is touching the biodisk which is kept in the strainer. So once you transfer from one jug to another jug, the water is already charged 1 time. All you need to do is remove the strainer with the disc put it on top of the container A, and then you just pour it again. So second time charge. Like that, you can actually do it multiple times. 3 times is actually sufficient for the people who are healthy. And you only require for 2 liters of water, only maximum 2 minutes. You don't need more than 2 minutes. And if you're sick, just do it, 6 times and consume it. If somebody is really, really sick in the hospital, bedridden, 10 times. But the difference in the energy levels, you can feel it immediately. If you do that method, directly pouring it, very, very effective. Even when you are sick, you can recover very fast. Nobody can actually stop virus entering into your body. The only thing what is in your hand is how fast you recover, how fast you come out of that situation. Okay. Yeah, we can go to Z. Your question, Z?
Yes, sir. Hi, Dr. Shafi. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm good, sir. Thank you so much for the training. My question, though, is, you know, we have the water filter and it gives us the pie water, right?
The home pure.
Yes, yes. Is the pie water already structured, or do we need to put it on top of the biodisk to structure the water?
Exactly. Pie water is very, very basic. That means if you look at, if you want to compare the structured water from the biodisk to pie water, if pie water is like grade 1, this is already like, university level. Okay, if you want to compare, that is a basic structure, whereas the biodisk is very, very profound structure of the water, where our body has affinity towards absorb. I mean, our cell wall has affinity towards this kind of structured water. So pie water is basically, they use ferrous ferric oxide. It is the ceramic balls that they use, and this ferrous ferric oxide creates the basic alignment of the water molecule, but it doesn't make it very profound structure. Biodisk will make it very profound structure, and it can stay in that structure for 10 days. One glass of water, when you energize, this water holds the energy for 10 days. Is it possible for you to finish this glass of water in 10 days? Obviously, yes. You can finish 1 liter, 2 liters. If you forgot to consume it, you can even re-energize it. So there is nothing that you're losing out of it. Okay.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Mrs. Yamak, anything that you want to add before we can wrap up?
Well, thank you, Dr. Shafi, for the amazing training today. I think we all learned a lot, and I really appreciate it. I know it's almost 3 a.m. your time, but you spent time with us, and I promise you, okay, the knowledge that you shared with us, we are going to use it. And I really believe in Amezcua product, okay? And I really believe that, this is something that in the next 3 to 4 years, many people, they're going to come with a testimony to understand how they should use it.
Absolutely.
So I'm very thankful for all the things that you are doing for us. We are trying to use all the materials, and we will check the YouTube channel and we will learn, because I have seen how you have spent lots of time to answer all our questions. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I think Patrick have one question, last question.
I just unmuted. Yeah.
And
thank you. Thank
you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shafi. Thank you.
Yes, Patrick.
For this wonderful presentation. Now, I'm an ambassador of the chip pendant. I really love the chip pendant. And now, my question is, somebody with a pacemaker, will the chip pendant have an effect on the person?
Actually, when pacemaker is like artificial generator of heartbeat. Okay. Now, when the person wears a chip pendant on the pacemaker, that means you are wearing it on the heart, correct? There might be palpitations, there might be sudden changes in the heartbeat. It is possible, it is not also possible. So we are not sure whether the person, out of 100 people you test, maybe 90% will have palpitations, only 10% don't have. So it is a risk factor which is involved. That's why we say under medical supervision you can use. That means you wear it. If there is a palpitation going up, remove it immediately, and it is not for him. If you wear it, there is no problem. You're okay with the, wearing a chip pendant you can continue, because it is artificially generating and your energy is also trying to enter into the muscles, and this thing, it can be counterproductive also. It can actually increase heart rate, which is not advisable. But for all other conditions, no issues.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, guys, with this we come to an end for our session. Only one message I have for everybody. If you have purchased Amezcua products, don't leave it in the cupboards. Don't leave it, just for the sake of it. Use it. The moment you start using it, believe me, guys, you will become the biggest fan of the product itself. And it can change lots and lots of wellness. It's actually, wellness is very, very underrated. Okay. I can tell my story in some other day, I can tell you, but last 16 years, very hardly I had an requirement to take any kind of a medicine. Last 16 years, it's not 1 or 2 days. I'm talking about 16 years. You need to see doctors that often. That itself is actually can give you lots and lots of confidence on your own health and wellness. Thank you so much. Good night and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shafi. Thank you, guys. Make some noise for Dr. Shafi.
Virtual. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.